That's the ferryman right there. Has to be. I know how you work, bro. I've dealt with you before. I've dealt with you before, and I will deal with you however many fucking times it takes. Do you under... Is that a fucking picture of 6? Mother... Come on, 6, let's go. Yeah, you think I'm gonna hide this time? Nope. I know you. I know you a bitch. I know you won't blow. Yeet. Come on now. Come on now. But yeah, man, I always felt like, yeah, I guess I'll give my thoughts after I beat this part. I won't lie, that actually did scare me. That actually scared me. You got me there. You got me there. You actually got me there. You actually got me there. You actually got me there. Well done. Well done. You actually... Is this already the end? Oh, fuck me sideways. It is the ending. Oh, wait, no. The mirror would be here. This is where you kill her, though. Yeah. Yeah, it's time, bro. It's time we get rid of you, motherfuckers. It's time we get rid of you. Yeah, what's up? You think I'm scared of you? You? I have faced motherfuckers way larger than you. Have you seen Otto? Have you seen Otto from the 3rd game? That motherfucker is way bigger than you. Yeah, no. Come on, Sash, get up. Come on. Let's wrap this up, bro. Nope, that's a fake. That's a fake. Next one's real, though. Next one's real. See how much I know? You see how much I know? You see how much I know about this shit? Yeah, oh, we're going to the center of the room now. Yeah, that's how you know you're done. That's how you know you're done, boy. that's how you... Yeah, that's a fake. How about the next one being real, though? Oh, 2 more. Good measure. Yeah. Come on now. Gotcha. And I did it on the first try. And I did it on the first try. Oh. Oh, what's happened? What happened? What happened? Because 6 over here, after that long fight, not really that hard though, but it was a little lengthy. She's got hungry, you know. You know, she got to eat. She's just a kid, bro. Kids got to eat. They gotta go big and strong. So you know, I really appreciate you helping me out because you know it means a lot to me. So with that being said, give me your neck. Woo! Sasha, you evil little... Not gonna call you that. Because you know I still love 6. I love Sasha. She's a great character. And she's actually more of a tragic character, you know? Yep. Hey, yo, you want to get revenge on those guys earlier? Those guys that fucked you up earlier? They didn't really fuck you up. But those guys that tried to earlier, you want to get revenge on them? You want? Is that what we doing? Alright, bet, let's go. This fucking part. You know, ever since completing Little Nightmares 3 and learning more about just the Little Nightmares universe, my perception on this ending has actually changed, and I'll explain that in a second. For now, we're just gonna enjoy the ride. I killed someone by looking at them. Yep. Yep. Hey. There we go. Really fucked up scene. Really fucked up. I know when I first played through, if you remember that far back, I was like, hey, no regrets for this part, but no, that scene is tremendously bleak for multiple reasons, and I will explain why in just a moment. And actually multiple things surrounding this ending. And a couple theories going forward. Because this is after I beat the 3rd game. I wanted to revisit the Little Nightmares games. Just cause, you know. Just to refeel some of the magic that 3 wasn't able to replicate is all. Still loved 3. Still loved it. Though, let's be real, it is the weakest of the 3. It is the weakest of the franchise, but ain't nothing wrong with that. It's still a good game. That's Little Nightmares. So, alright, I will tell you why. I will tell you precisely why my perception on that ending changed. And why that ending is arguably bleaker than Mono's ending. If that is the last we see of 6. The reason for that is because
people love to look at that ending as like a sort of triumphant ending, right? People love to look at it as like Six has defeated them all, she's defeated the evil, and she wins, basically. She does win, but I don't think that's what they want you to walk away from. I think they want you to walk away from this thinking, that's terrible. Because if you know a lot about the Nowhere, right, which is where all the Little Nightmares games take place, it's like a pocket dimension, basically, is that all of those big people, the adults, are what are called residents, and those are actually kids that have been in the Nowhere for way too long, and they grow to be these corrupted, grotesque beings that eventually lose themselves and their own minds and become ruthless, violent beings that are pretty much like on site for them. It's the case with the teacher, with the hunter, with the chefs, with the janitor, with the lady, and now Six. By going through all of these horrible things and the things that she went through in Little Nightmares 2, she has effectively been put on a path to becoming a resident. She is basically becoming no better than what, hey, my boy Tobias. She is basically becoming no better than the things that have haunted her. And Mono, and Lo, and Alone. She basically becomes one of these broken beings that have only one goal, and it is to kill, to eat, basically, to basically just, like, the Nowhere is meant to represent all of the bad things about our world. Gluttony, you know, like media rotting the minds of people, like television controlling, like kidnappings or horrible working conditions or consumerism or how we treat mentally ill people, you know. All of those themes are reflected in these games. All of those are reflected, and that's basically how it ends. Six is putting herself on the path to becoming a part of that world. She isn't defeating it. No, she's becoming something that is arguably worse than it. So that's why that ending is so bleak, for different reasons than Little Nightmares 2, obviously, but it's so just sad. The only character that we know of right now, just keep in mind, guys, if you're watching this far in the future for whatever reason, this is before Little Nightmares 3 DLC comes out, so I don't know what happens there. But the only character right now in the Little Nightmares franchise that we know gets a somewhat happy ending is Lo. Because he's the only one who is able to survive without getting fucked up. Who either survives without dying, that's what happened to Alone and the Runaway Kid. They both ended up dying at the end of their respective stories. Mono isn't necessarily dead, but he is either in a time loop and he's perpetually becoming the Thin Man and having Sasha betray him, or he is just the successor of the Thin Man. And, well, we just went over 6. Lo is the only character out of the 5 characters we play as that is able to get out, at the very least. But we don't know. Maybe he will end up getting fucked up in the DLC. Who knows? But also, Prison Toys. I love this fucking song. But, yeah. I also think, in the video I'll show that, that picture that I saw, that was the ferryman, and that is the guy who, that's the guy who, brings kids into the Nowhere. So, yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty cool theory that we might see him in the Little Nightmares 3 DLC. But yeah, I will say, one final thing before I end the video is, the reason why I revisited these games after playing 3 was a lot of people love to criticize Little Nightmares 3 on the grounds that it isn't quite able to recapture the same like charm, I guess, that the first two games have. And while I do love Little Nightmares 3, I love Little Nightmares 3. I agree with that. After playing Little Nightmares 1, and I'm gonna replay Little Nightmares 2 after this, yeah, I agree with that for the most part. I just think it's due to multiple things. I think it's the lack of continuity between locations in 3 definitely does a lot of harm. I think like chapter 1 being fucking empty has like it definitely hurts it a lot. I think too much scripting in the chase scenes is also I think what harms the game a little bit. And I also think just overall it struggles to just capture that feeling that everything is trying to kill you. Now with that aside, I was able to look past that still and love Little Nightmares 3. And I understand that, I mean, I've said this so many times, but I understand that it wasn't Supermassive's project. It was Tarzier's, and I'm still really sad that Tarzier, whether it was their choice or not, decided to step away from Little Nightmares. I'm really sad, because I think, even though they're making new games right now, which I'll mention, I'll talk about, it just shows... I think it's more so the case with Little Nightmares 3 is that Tarsier just understands how to make games like Little Nightmares. And Supermassive doesn't, at least yet. I really hope that they are listening to all the criticism they're getting around the third game, and they apply that to not only the DLC, but future installments, if those do exist. So, I'm holding out for that. Another thing I mentioned, I noticed about the third game was that the music was noticeably weaker, in the sense that there wasn't really any. The game never really had a spot where its music could like shine. So even though they brought the same guy back from the first two games, so that's kind of a shame. But also, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say surrounding Little Nightmares right now. I will say this. Holy fuck, this is loud. How many still hear me? Yeah, we're reaching the end of the credits anyway. Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition. Hey, fucking love that game. But no. Oh, there it is. I'm taking a screenshot of that. I gotta take a screenshot of that. Thank you for playing. Screenshot. Yeah. So it also is a question of like, is 6 just stuck on the mall forever? To start the kids' story, go to the main menu. I'm just gonna go to the main menu after this. But yeah, that's also a cool theory. Is that Low and Alone actually wake up on a boat that goes to the mall? Because those dead bodies that were outside of the ship clearly looked like things from Little Nightmares 1. So just saying. But no, concerning Tarsier and their games, they are actually working on a new project right now. You've probably heard of it if you pay attention to Little Nightmares a lot, Little Nightmares 3 and the other games. You probably know that Tarsier is making another game right now, and that game is called Reanimal. And when I completed Little Nightmares 3, I heard a lot of talk about Reanimal, because obviously I wanted to see what Tarsier was doing, you know, because it had been, I think the last game they put out was Little Nightmares 2. I don't know if they've put any other games out other than the Little Nightmares games, or the first two at least. They didn't make Little Nightmares 3. But no, yeah, it has been, I think it will have been around 5 years since Tarzier's last game, if I'm correct, when Reanimal drops. But no, when I heard about Reanimal, I saw like its style, and I actually decided to get the demo on my PC. And I played it,
I completed it. The demo's like an hour long, maybe. It can't be much longer than that if it's longer than an hour. Um, but yeah, uh, yeah. I played the demo and I loved it. I thought the demo was awesome, and I really want. And since I like the demo, I think you guys in the future, when Reanimal drops, I think you guys can expect a playthrough from me. I don't know who really is gonna be watching that, but yeah, I'm gonna be playing Reanimal in the future, so stay tuned for that. We don't know when it comes out. Well, we know it comes out next year, but it was supposed to come out this year, but they delayed it. So yeah. Um, but yeah, this was just me revisiting Little Nightmares 1 because I will forever love these games, even though some are weaker than the others. I think all three installments of the franchise are really, really strong in their own way. They're really good games, and I think it would take a monstrous effort to make me even remotely hate one of them. And that is not the case with Little Nightmares 3, and it damn well isn't the case with Little Nightmares 1 and 2. And the DLC. But yeah, uh, that's pretty much it for me. Um, oh yeah, and also, this is not me saying people are being negative about Little Nightmares 3. People are fine to criticize Little Nightmares 3. People are okay to criticize it, and I think a lot of the criticisms surrounding the game are completely valid, and and most of them I would agree with. But when I was playing Little Nightmares 3, I was able to look past a lot of that and still enjoy the hell out of it. And I still think Little Nightmares 3 as a Little Nightmares installment is pretty good. It's not as good as the first two, but it's still pretty good. But yeah, um, that's gonna be it from me. Please, if you hate Little Nightmares 3, that's your opinion. I personally love it, and I love the other two. But yet again, we all have our opinions. So I know I don't really have any influence, but please do not shame other motherfuckers on the internet for their opinion. We're all humans. We're all people who have our own opinions on things. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me. I will see you guys when I see you guys next. Also, damn, I have a lot of shit to say. Um, I'm gonna try and upload a lot more videos now. As you've When I started uploading Little Nightmares 3, I uploaded a lot of other things. I still play Fortnite. I'm just I'm gonna keep playing through Little Nightmares. Um, I'll just capture any clip that I like and I find funny and I'll upload it. I'm gonna try and keep doing that. No promises, but I'm gonna try and do that. So yeah, if you yeah yeah, I will see you guys when I see you guys next. Please take care of yourselves out there. Stay on top of everything. And as always, goodbye, y'all.